Welcome to Puzzler Collection. Like a lot of you out there, this was the reason I bought a Wii. I was on the fence, Twilight Princess came out and I was like, do I want a Wii? Then Puzzler Collection came out and I was like, yep, that, I definitely want a Wii. I want to do a word search. Anthem. Oh. And what else we got here? This isn't the most enthralling content. It sort of requires concentration. Yeah, I was feeling in the mood for a sort of laid-back playthrough of this, and now I'm actually playing it. I'm realizing that wasn't my mood at all. Anyway, let's do this. Just a quick video. Castle Kingdom. Like, this isn't even the sort of, like, you'd think this, I guess it's words, so it's sort of this particular kind of puzzle, even though it's not a difficult puzzle or anything. It's the same trek as my thought trek words, if I'm thinking of a word while looking, it's hard to think of words to say that aren't that word. I don't know how you would feel about a playthrough of a game where I'm just sort of repeating a word over and over. Corgis, 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 corgis. I committed to finding that one there. You can take a systematic approach, that's a good way with the word search. If you really sort of cannot find something, then just sort of scan line by line, figure it out. It's kind of more fun to hone your intuition. It's like Kingdom. There we go. Palace. Jewels. I'm sort of debating, do I want to go into the whole intelligence isn't a virtue? That thing? That's throwing right at the top of Look at that. I guess I should now I've said that. I was going to do like an individual, I might still make an individual YouTube short. Who's going to watch this anyway? Intelligence on its own, not a good thing. No, like, it's not inherently good or bad, it just amplifies the impact you can make. Intelligent plus evil equals, complex torture devices and manipulative systems. While intelligence plus love equals like beautiful, meaningful art, helping people with their mind. I don't know. I wanted to say therapy. Therapy is another thing where it's not inherently good. It depends on the therapist. Prince. Queen. I'm starting to get a bit into this. I'm kind of learning how to do it while talking. Okay. Maybe we could play a bit more of this. Oops. No, I'm trying to... I do know how to spell it. I know it's with a double. And I know it says that there, but I knew anyway, because I'm a smart gal. Should word search be one word? It's very weird having just two S's in a row like that after a D. I could do another word search. No, let's do a crossword. I'm smart enough that I can do a beginner crossword. I'm not good at crosswords. Very small particle. Quark. No. Atom. Front part of the lower leg. Oh, that's down. Wait, what? Is that calf anyways? And calf the back? What's the front? It's supposed to be 6. Let's do 4 first. See, it's strategic. See, I'm very clever, so I know. You gotta strategize. Okay. Nest making insects. Hence. This is not my forte. Oh, well, this one we can do. This. Jack Gilmore. I did know. See, I had you there. For a moment, you were like, she is stupid. She hasn't heard of a celebrity. That's stupid. There probably is a famous Jack Gilmore. I don't know. Charity worker. Oh no, that's not. Wait, what is this one? Oh, large flightless bird. Emu. See, I'm not correcting myself this time in the pronunciation because you get it by now. Like, I value your intelligence. I'm intelligent enough. I understand that you're intelligent. Sort of evidence I'm quite stupid. If I can sort of understand things that just aren't true like that. Sorry. Charity worker. I got another vowel. Let's see, so it's 3 substances such as acids. Okay. I'm in secondary school. I'm in chemistry. What is the teacher saying? I think he's talking about when he was in the army in Iraq. Different year, pick a different year. Okay, yeah, what's that teacher say? I don't know. I'd like to pretend like, I can't remember. Of all the sciences, chemistry interested me a little least. And I wasn't interested in physics. Biology, yes, more so. Suppose. That's not to say I was a huge fan of any of the sciences. We had the option to do double award science or triple award science. Triple Award was sort of more work and harder. I could hardly bring myself to learn the stuff for double. I did okay. I don't remember most of the stuff. I'm just not that interested in the names of the different types of rocks. Sedimentary. Igneous. Ostentatious. Oh yeah, I don't remember the front part of right. No, I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is either. Nine. Houses attached to another. Terrace. Semi-detached. Does it mean flats? Maybe it means flats. Yeah, let's do 7 now. Sacred hymn or song. My friend Daniel, he knows a lot of science. My friend Sarah, she knows a lot of science. So I've kind of got 2 external brains. I don't need to store it in mine. If I got any questions, I can ask them, and sort of forget it all the next day. That's 10 across. I'm not going there. Copper, for example. Metal, right? Is that what they're going for? Stand on, we can check by doing 10 down. Karaoke accessory. Song from accessory. What karaoke accessories are there? Karaoke machine and mic. Do people spell mic like with M-I-K-E? So that's the name. So, we do 13 across. If we start there. Retain. Okay, what if that's hold? Retain. Oh. Hold information. Retain information. That's another word search. No, you know what? Let's try if we do 11 across. Big edible sea fish. Cod? I don't know why they're describing them as edible. Anything's edible doesn't mean you should eat them. Dutch shoe. Clog. I know this. Clog. How do you spell clog? C, right? Clog. Confirm. Archaeological sites. Digs. Yes. Substances such as acids. What's a base? Acids and bases. I seem to remember that from chemistry. It's alkaline is the opposite end of the spectrum. But I don't know what this is. I'm gonna say cough for this. Aphids a thing, right? Do they make nests? I don't think so. I'm not sure. I don't think that's spelled with an F anyway. God, this is the back bit, right? It's the back bit. Can I undo this? Oh, I just clicked. No, get rid of that. No, I don't think it's right. Game. There's hints. Oh. Saf. Okay, move. Oh, that's more. Shin. Okay. Did I do a pub quiz? Sundays, most Sundays. Well, mental state allows me to reach it. I started to again. I was struggling to be social and stuff last year. There's too many of my inner demons to deal with. Got a lot of music written doing that, and come out feeling a lot better for it. Okay, we're going with hints. So, confirmed. 9. How is this? Oh. Well, we know it's like it's got an S for the plural now. That's great. If I say flats, 7 down again. How is that going to have an F as the second letter? It's probably a chant, something like that. Okay, so let's say this is an H attached to another. This is too hard. This is not how my mind works. Getting beyond the point where I care. No, I'm done. Fuck this. Yes. Yep. Crosswords, not for me. No, thank you. Fit word. What even is that? No, no more words. Sudoku. So. Okay. No, beginner, this should be fine. I don't care about this right now, actually. I've started, so I'll finish. Oh well, I've started, and I'm capable, so I'll finish. And also I gotta make this great YouTube content. Thing I don't really want to do that much. I don't know. I'm not feeling as a good expressy as I was in the last. I don't know. We're just doing sort of. Well, there's nothing too thinky here on a beginner's to do here. So let's discuss. Emotions. I've been struggling because I haven't been struggling. I've not been bothering to try to get through tears lately. I felt a little bit surge of emotion talking to a friend yesterday. I when talking about loneliness and my past trauma with it, and this loneliness pandemic and so many mental health conditions, I think, can be put down to that, rather than putting these stupid labels on them. They don't. Labels on understanding. We're not all sort of beings having an experience, and it's not that we're supposed to feel emotions and stuff, but we can't because there's so much nastiness in the world that we have no choice but to shut off our love and empathy. And then, it's encouraged, because everyone wants to sort of feel normal. I mean, you can call it normal not to be able to feel emotions. I have tear ducts, personally. I think they're supposed to work. But if normal is what everyone else is doing, then that means, I guess it's not that normal to sort of cry, especially, in public. That's amazing. Normality doesn't have value. If you think it has value, why? I mean, when it comes to crazy, eccentric, let's say, that has no... Or maybe you could call those the two different kinds of sort of not normal. Eccentric, I think people do see as the positive version, or at least they used to. I don't know, I think it's harder to feel that you're allowed to be eccentric in these days. But yeah, it's like, if you're not normal, I guess, it could kind of go either way. If you don't have an understanding of ethics, if you don't have an understanding that it's wrong to cause others pain, to deny them their autonomy, that sort of thing. So then you've got your sort of Jimmy Savile types. Eccentric, but yeah, actually that's eccentric. You would describe that as eccentric, very much the bad kind. And then you could, maybe it's people like that that make people sort of paranoid about the idea of being different. But then, on the other side of the spectrum, like, let's see, good eccentric. I mean, it's all I can do up. And also, I guess, maybe, it's not encouraged for us to discover these people these days. It's very much pressure to be normal, and maybe it's intentional for everyone to stay normal so they don't, really try and challenge the status quo. Might take away power from people in power. Because what I don't understand is that, if they can get past their inner demons and become their lovely true selves, these people in power, they'll get more power if it's sort of shared, if everyone has that power. Rather than sort of selfishly keeping it all to yourself for no reason. No, I can't be asked to finish this then. Impala. Yeah. Fit word? I don't know, how fit are we talking? Let's see. Canal has anal in it. That's not... does that imply fit? No, you could have anal with someone who's not fit. I don't know. I'm not sure I would call any of these words fit. Fluking? Maybe. I don't know what that is. Sounds like something that could be on Urban Dictionary. I don't know if it would mean anything. That's a really fluke girl. She's look at that girl fluking along. Oh, she's so fluke. What am I doing? Yeah, I'm supposed to put these into. I can't be asked to do that. We're going to end with another word search. That's just about my level. In puzzle. I thought there were 5. It says on the packaging there's 5 different types. Isn't it? Oh no. Yeah. At the top it says play over 2,000 puzzles featuring fit word. They put that one first, as if everyone knows what that is, and that's the appeal. Crossword, Sudoku, and word search. There's 3 different. There's 3 difficulty levels: beginner, intermediate, and pro. Play solo or challenge a friend in head-to-head. No, sorry, head-to-head. It's only got the singular inverted commas. 5 different game modes. Yeah, 5 different game modes offering a variety of styles of play. It only mentions 4 at the top. Do you have to unlock one? If you can unlock it purely through word searches, maybe I could do that. Alright. Oh no, I want to do difficult. And did I not see the... We're doing pro. We're doing a pro word search. Alright. Bird. There we go. Chimney. Yeah, there wasn't a cut there. That's when your intuition's on. Instantly spotting bird backwards like that. Chances fairly low if real intuition isn't a thing, but maybe. I just got very lucky there. Like chimney. Yeah, well, I don't know. Intuition's not coming through for me this time. I don't think intuition's really supposed to be a perfect thing. It sort of feels like the human experience, and it is one I kind of want to have. It's not supposed to be perfect. If we were completely perfect, you wouldn't be able to enjoy video games. Like, what would be the point of this if I just instantly knew where everything was? What's the point of it anyway, though? It's just sort of, arbitrary. I have intuition at this moment, I don't have it now. I don't know. It's just sort of enjoyable imperfection. It feels like a challenge. And maybe it is a challenge to sort of get past anything in my mind that might be trying to block my intuition. Maybe it's like a game of British Bulldog happening in my head. They're doing a good job, your opposing team right now. You're gonna throw them a couple. And suddenly look for a different word. Lights. thought. See, they thought I was looking for the word lights. Yeah. They were too busy blocking my access to intuition for where to find lights. Secretly, I was looking for the word chimney. Or I thought to do that kind of last minute, So, yeah. They think they can win this game with Mind Bulldog? I don't think so. Well, maybe they can. So I was going to run out first. No, I got enough patience to do a word search. Got a garden. I didn't even know that was what I'm looking for. Is it not? It is not. Oh, roof garden. Part of the challenge is to find what words you're looking for as well. It's like in life. Like your goal isn't just to achieve, your goal. Your goal is also to find your goal. You got to find what your goal is before you try and achieve it. It's like progress in the wrong direction isn't progress. Something society doesn't necessarily understand that well. You keep doing, keep moving. It doesn't matter what direction you're moving in, even if it's a hindrance to you in society. And just keep moving in that direction. And a lot of people would be better off, just doing nothing than what they do. Laziness is kind of seen as bad. I'm not sure it is so much anymore. Actually, I think people understand these days that it's, depression. And maybe the fact that somebody's sort of a detriment to society, or not really helping in the way they'd like to be, because they don't feel they've been granted that freedom. And a lot of people haven't. I've been lucky in a way. My kind of mental health trauma and stuff ultimately has resulted in that freedom like I never had before. I don't have the capability to work. I can make art. I can't do it with the wrong cue. I can't do it to a schedule. I can't do it to meet someone else's demands. My art comes from my heart. It's like it comes when it comes. I couldn't do it if the mood didn't take me. And there's a reason I didn't release any music for, I don't know, like 15 years or something. Well, no, that's not true. I did some game music and stuff, but like no performed albums and stuff. And then suddenly, recently, after kind of, discovering my true self and managing to get back in touch with my creative side, there it is. Like, I've released 3 albums since October. Where are we now? April? Yeah, it's alright. April. Midway through April. And in fact, I finished 4 albums, I just haven't released one of them yet. So, yeah, like, it's the power of, being granted freedom to be yourself and to follow your own, desires, passions, schedule. Just sort of embracing ADHD, really. It's the natural human state is to want variety and freedom, and it can get extra bad, I think, when you don't have that, and a sort of reaction in you against this unnatural way of living. Like, there's a reason there's like years-long waiting lists to get an ADHD diagnosis. It's because it's not even a mental health condition. It's us trying to fit into this stupid box we've made, instead of trying to make the box bigger. Or just get rid of it, when ideally that's probably the way to go. Moon. debating in my mind, is that an interesting enough thing to bother saying? You're supposed to say things when you're making these content videos on YouTube. It's like if you're, I don't know exactly what the rules are actually, but if you're showing kind of, I don't know what the rules are exactly. I mean, you can't like show a film without adding commentary and stuff. It might be different for games. I think it's probably different for this game. Like, I don't know if sort of anyone who made it, any company that made it, is all like this. Ubisoft. I don't know. Like, have you heard of them? Oh dear. Should I have muted this? I'm not going to get flagged for copyright, am I? I don't know. Are Ubisoft one of the companies that does that? I hear like some quite like evil kind of, or there were, you know, a lot of this sort of bad misogyny and abuse and stuff in Ubisoft at one point. I don't know if that's still the case. There were people boycotting Ubisoft and stuff, and it's like, it's such a shame because like there's going to be amazing artists in every company, and you know, there's always going to be like restrictions and stuff placed on them, but I don't know. When you look at like Mario and Rabbids, that was supposed to be really good, and you could see like the passion behind the lead developer. Like, if that guy turned out to be some nasty misogynist type, I would be surprised. Like, you know, people aren't the company they work in. Yeah, I get it if you don't want to support Ubisoft by buying their products. At the same time, you know, you want to support the artists. It's just a shame we have to live under abusive systems, isn't it? Well, you know, they might have changed their ways. Do they still have that guy in charge of them? What was his name? I do think intuition is something you can hone. I've definitely done it over time. Like, you know, people can think intuition isn't even a thing. But if you're too shut off from your true self kind of thing, then it's not a thing. But then once you kind of discover yourself and you can hone it by kind of practicing and stuff, I think. Or you might just, you know, inherently have it in you, and it's more a case of, I think it might be more that, like it is just inherently a part of us. It's more a case of learning to get through the blocks inside us. Like intuition is what I owe to, you know, that's how I'm able to write the music I write. I don't write according to any kind of theory. I'm not thinking of any intellectual stuff when I'm making my music. I'm using my intuition, like what note comes to mind that should go next. Let's put that down. And it's got quite easy really if I'm in the mood to write music. You know, the notes will come. It's short for musical notes. It's musical terminology, and you might not have heard it before. People don't tend to know all the musical terminology. And don't let that stop you from being musical. Because I don't really know theory. It doesn't stop me writing and playing music. You've got ears that can hear. You don't need a layer of words coming between you and the music, really. And well, this is music with lyrics, which is it's good to connect with those words if they're good and meaningful words. It's like a universal language, music. But not everyone can speak it, and a lot of people think they wouldn't have the capability. First, you do have the capability. It's natural to humans. You just got to get past those blocks in you, past your doubts. If anyone tells you you can't sing, fuck them. You can learn to sing in tune by getting past the blocks. Any texture to your voice and stuff, that's entirely subjective. And rhythmically, everyone's got a natural sense of rhythm. You wouldn't be able to walk if you didn't. It's a matter of, just connecting with that, so you can do music. Cable car. Cable car. City lights. Hey. Helicopter. I can see treetops. Helicopter. Hot air balloon. There was a double word there making me suspicious. Hot air balloon. Like, if I can complete this, then I am officially a professional word searcher. This is pro difficulty. Like, I would actually be able to make money off this. I would have to be making money off it, wouldn't I, to be a pro? I'm not planning on monetizing this. So, I guess I'll always be an amateur, really. But technically, the Olympians are amateurs, right? And that's how it works, isn't it? So I could be an Olympic word searcher. Of course, I am a trans woman, so should I go in the women's or the men's? Olympics. And obviously, well, I don't think it would particularly matter with word search. But, how do I feel about this stuff as a trans woman? I hear you ask. I don't care that much. I don't think sports has a lot of inherent value. I don't think it sort of matters that much who wins or loses. Yeah, it's sort of a bit of fun, I would be in favour of a, trans category. Otherwise, I don't know, if I entered, the running, the Olympic runnings, I would want to enter the men's, despite being a woman, it's like, if I do have an unfair sort of physical advantage there, it's like, I don't know. I mean, well, you know, I might have an unfair physical disadvantage compared to the men, but like, is that how estrogen works? But you know, I sort of, if I could beat the men, I think that would be fucking great for sort of how people see trans women. Maybe, well, you know, I'd like to think everyone, proof life, everyone will be very happy for me. In reality, I don't know, if someone's decided they're going to be transphobic one way or another, it's like, I'd find something to complain about there. You know, well, you identify as a woman, what are you doing in the men's category? You know, you have no right to be there. I don't feel comfortable in either bathroom. My preference is don't go to the bathroom, just don't use public toilets. If I can avoid that. Otherwise, I tend to choose. I've just been using the men's for quite some time. It's a sort of. I don't know. I don't think most people have an issue. It's like. The thing is, if you don't want trans women in the women's bathrooms, the only people you're going to put off is good trans women. And that means, like, you know, those who actually would mean you harm, and, you know, men pretending to be women. You know, you might be more likely to get those types. Well, maybe it wouldn't make a difference to how many of them we have. I don't know, it's like, I just don't sort of see saying, hey, you trans women, stay out of our bathroom, sort of thing. No, I don't see how that particularly helps. Like, the only people who are going to listen to you there are people who don't mean you any harm. And yeah, I'm one of them, but like, I don't know, I guess I sort of feel for a trans woman who does decide she has a right to be in there. It feels like, well, that's a battle worth fighting. Yeah, again, like, I don't think most people have an issue despite what you see on the media and stuff. And I say that as someone with, you know, plenty of female friends. And, maybe part of it's because they know me personally. I don't know, if someone's like not walking like towards you in the bathroom, like I had one sort of bad experience, like it's about earlier days of me being about me realizing I was trans. Like, yeah, I did use the women's bathroom briefly, but then I don't know. I was walking out of the cubicle. I just walked straight towards the sink. I did a sort of glancing smile at a woman who was like on her phone by one of the cubicles, and she just kind of freaked out and ran out of there. Got her boyfriend. There's a man in the women's bathroom, and you know, he came in and confronted me like, "What are you doing in the women's bathroom?" I look like I'm a trans woman. Like, yeah, I don't know. This was a sort of progressive vegan restaurant. Like, I shouldn't have had an issue there. Of all the places to get that kind of luck, that was not where you would expect it. Yeah, funnily enough, she and her boyfriend weren't vegan, and they were sort of complaining about the bacon on the menu not being real bacon. Sort of in the box thinking and stuff. Just don't assume the worst in people. You know, like, I was just minding my own business in there. But yeah, after that I started using the men's again. It's just more comfortable for me. Less likely to be accosted, even if I'm presenting a particularly feminine look in that day. I'd still fancy, you know, my chances of not getting confronted more in that. I guess I'm fortunate that sort of having discovered the truth of it, and you know, I'm sort of fairly clear on my thinking generally, and other people's sort of perceptions of me. It might influence my actions, but it doesn't influence my self-perception. It might influence my perception of them, I can say that. But yeah, again, they shouldn't know, because it's not really the true beautiful human self. It's not the beautiful soul coming through them, it's demons. So, yeah. It's too small a word. Oh no, there. Miss. East and sun are both the same. Some not very well remembered yes lyrics there. Sky. Star. Tau. I mean, come on, intuition, you can do this. You're a good girl. Good girl. Who's a good girl? Who's a good girl? Is it you, intuition? Is it you? Okay, come on. Come on, you can do this. I'm not going to call her a bad dog. It's not her fault. She's doing her best. I don't know. Maybe she is a bad dog. I mean, being that she's, you know, probably not a dog. Well, you could see that as a bad dog. I'm a bad dog. Good human. Bad dog. Like if someone got me as their pet dog, I think they'd be sort of, you know, quite disappointed. You know, kids sort of know that their parents have gone to the pound and they're getting a dog, and they come back with me, and the kids are just like, you know, they can be like that first. They grow to love me. I wonder what a cat would think of me. I like cats. As a general rule, you know, if I had to have a pet, I'd probably choose a cat over a dog. A little lower maintenance, more independent sort of thing. discerning in their love. So you can really feel proud if a cat loves you. This is a generalization. Cats are different from each other. But you know, if I were a dog, even if I was a bit of a shit dog, and the cat didn't like dogs, I don't know how that would go down, you know? I think I could take a cat though. Then a lot of dogs think that, I think, at first. And, you know, I think they end up quickly learning. Landscape. Landscape. Would you see soul species as a thing? I guess I see it more as like the shape the face takes. Sort of the features people have and the way they choose to decorate the face and stuff can reflect it too. I see myself as a moa. A giant extinct New Zealand bird. I have some water. But yeah, I sort of see it as, I guess, furries kind of thing, but not exactly that. I don't think the face would be even, I think it would more or less, I think looks kind of like we look, just not a sort of physical body form. That's how I see it. I've never seen one. Well, actually I have seen a shroud in this, you know, nightmare when I was in the process of waking up. So when I first saw my shroud, on the ceiling. I think like in Stranger Things, you know, it's like up is down and upside down. Well, they exist. But yeah, I mean, that shroud didn't have a face. That's the thing with shrouds. Like, I'm sure a lot of people who have experience with their shadows may be able to tell you their shadow didn't have a face. That's shrouds. Shadows do have faces. My shadow actually got her face. I'm pretty sure is how it worked. After sort of recognizing the layer of shroud over the top of her. And yeah, I had another dream in which her face was starting to come through the shroud. A good self, a good, beautiful, innocent soul self, shining through that nasty Fluke. Sort of tempted to do a sort of, you know, a dick move and like finish this here, and not even bother finding the last clue. Just leave it there. But I'm not going to do that to any of you sort of OCD folks out there. Because I actually want to finish it. I got the passion, I got the desire. Alright, we better, yeah, we'll wrap it up after this. My neighbours started to make noise. I don't know how many months they've been making that same scraping sound in their house. What are they doing? Like, is it months? It's got to have been a couple of months or something at this point. Like, this sort of thing that makes you wonder, is my neighbour illusory? Like, what takes that much scraping? And it's not a sort of even consistent thing every day. Like, it sort of feels like when I have the mood to make music and stuff, I can't hear that. And I could swear I've had two different downstairs neighbours sort of coexisting in the same flat. Yeah, you know what? This is too weird a subject to get into for the end of this video. Let's just finish this up. Oh, that was a satisfying end. You see that? It was like, and then just instantly back. That was just 30 minutes of work. You couldn't have given me a victory jingle or something? A little well done screen? I don't know. For one of the biggest Wii games out there, I guess I sort of expect more, really. Yeah. If you bought your Wii for this as well, I'm sorry. Well, unless you really love it, you're entitled to something like this. It might not be the absolute most amazing game of all time, but it doesn't do anyone any harm, does it? Yeah, I'm not going to judge you if you like this. I might judge you a little bit if this is your favourite game of all time. Because everyone knows that's King of Swing for the Wii. That's the actual best game of all time. You know what? I don't think it's a bad game. We'll play that sometime. And I'll probably eat my words. Take care.